Hi everyone. Today, my name is String. Welcome to the future. It's 9:44 a.m. and for the next half an hour, I'm just going to answer 7 questions and talk about LinkedIn and branding. So tune in if you want to know more about, let's see, 7 questions that I've outlined by my audience already. And the questions we go answer are, and let's turn on the chat as well, just in case there are people asking questions. Stream, what are your top 3 posts? How do I make a memorable brand? Does SEO work on LinkedIn posts? How do I turn readers into clients, which is a popular one? What are your steps in creating content consistently? Your profile tips, and how can I increase my visibility? So first question first, I'd love to know where you're watching from, and if you happen to be watching from around the world, let me know what country you're watching from. And if you're watching a replay, hit replay. And if you happen to be inside my own Facebook group, remember to go to chat.restream.io/Facebook and you can contribute to the conversations. Otherwise, I did not plan this. This is pretty ad hoc. So I'm just going to answer the questions. And the first question's going to be, Stream, what are your top 3 posts? And my top 3 posts I just want to share with you. It's not the top 3 posts. It's more that what are my 3? One of them is a top post, one's a status post, and one is a shared post. And the shared post is actually my worst view. I only had about 93 people, 197 viewed that shared post. And the second one is I had about 17,000 views. Now let me hide this as well. No, not that one. Hide. Yes. Okay, that's better. And my top post was a poll. So polls are still very hot right now. They're about 73,000 views. And I have to say that even now it's June, polls are still hitting gangbusters right now. So I just want to share that polls, sharing posts. I'm sorry, Ben. I promoted that was a really great stream, by the way. So you should watch that, where we talk about how to use branding inside the relocation space. But what I notice is that every time I share a post, even though I have about 49,000 followers, my numbers drop dramatically. And I'm wondering, it's because sharing other people post, it doesn't really boost my numbers, but it does boost Ben's numbers. And I find that sharing my second best view was about 17,500, and it's a personal story. Status posts continues to be still really, really gangbusters. Oh, I just have to make sure that my audio works. Yes. Okay. I always get a little bit nervous when my audio is not working, but if it's not working, just let me know because it's a live stream. And I just want to continue on that polls are still doing gangbusters. It had about 1,500 votes, and it was about commenting as well. So we had people commenting and sharing their techniques as well. And I think it's because polls is 4 big buttons, and it's a really cool call to action. You can use it as a way to highly engage with your audience and leverage. And I noticed that it goes to your second and third network as well, second and third connections, which means it increases your visibility reach as well. So polls is great. So are you using polls to reach your audience or not? Is anyone chatting? I can hear you. Thank you. And just to let you know, because it's from my Facebook person, if you want to show your name, go to chat.restream.io Facebook, and it will allow you to really show your name, because I don't know who's the bad thing about Facebook users is that I don't even get to see your name, but on LinkedIn I get to see your name, and on YouTube I get to see your name. So I just want to share the other questions that I wanted to talk about, and that second question is, how do I make a memorable brand? And so if you're really familiar with my personal branding, it's all about the 7 V's, knowing your vision. And you could always ask yourself this first question is, you are the trusted voice for. I am the trusted voice for personal branding. What are you the trusted voice for? Second is your values. There are 2 types of values. They're your core values and your value proposition. And doing the first exercise, whereas like I am the trusted voice for, will allow you to understand what your value proposition is. Third is voice. And everyone's always asking me questions about content, but voice is really important to showcase your expertise and your thoughts. And I have to say, commenting is content as well. So have you heard of the 99-1 rule? 90% are lurking and consuming content, 9% sometimes create content, and the 1% are the ones who religiously create content on a regular basis. So I'm in the 1%. So I was able to gain growth visibility by just like posting regularly on a regular basis. And now I have a channel and a presence on LinkedIn where I'm the go-to channel for personal branding in LinkedIn. And all you have to do is market yourself better. So LinkedIn is still a really great place to organically grow your reach. So vision, values, voice, which is the German word for people. So the more you know your people, the more you could like create content for them as well. When you're starting out, hey Nathan, it's been so long. When you're starting out, you'll tend to like create from your own experience and your own stories. But a good content creator tends to like acknowledge who they're creating content for. So the first time you create content, create for yourself, because you have all this knowledge in your head. And the more you create content, the more data you collect, and the more that you could attract your audience. And the visual presentation, like my fried chicken, is a visual branding. So think about how you could use visual as a way to personify and showcase your personality and authenticity. What's the other one? Validation. Are you growing or not? If not, then you have to start optimizing the first 5 V's. And victory is, of course, if you're building and marketing yourself, you're either advancing your career, you're building your business up, you're finding clients. So marketing yourself is all about having that victory and monetizing your influence at the end of the day. So those are the 7 V's that I call what I call the 7 V's framework to build up your personal brand. So let's move on to the next question. So if you know this question, or how do you use SEO to leverage LinkedIn articles to build thought leadership? And this is for Philippe specifically. He's part of the Trusted Voice membership. Philippe, I know that you did some really key keywords. Excuse me, I need to go find tissue. Okay. All right, I'm back. So I noticed that there's a rumor going around, and please confirm this or not, that LinkedIn status post is going to be indexed into Google. If that does happen, like how Twitter tweets and get indexed onto Google, it's going to be a bit of a game changer, meaning that every post that you create will bring eyeballs back to you. But I don't think that's happening right now. But it's a rumor, and if it's it's a real rumor or a real thing, it's going to be a game changer for how we present ourselves and market ourselves and post on LinkedIn. But I do know that there are 2 things that LinkedIn gets indexed on Google, or Google indexes 2 things on LinkedIn, which is your profile and your articles. So your profile, what Google indexes your job titles and your skills. And on LinkedIn, it's the same thing on your articles. You need to think about the magic keywords that Google would rank and scroll through. So for Philippe, we were having a conversation, and I know that industrial design Melbourne, industrial design Australia are keywords that you should optimize for. So creating articles and even having those keywords on your profile will help get you more index and make you more searchable on Google and on LinkedIn. Okay, so again, remember, like, there are 2 things that get indexed on Google. Your LinkedIn profile and your LinkedIn article. So these are the 2 key things that will help build up your thought leadership. So the next question is, how do I turn readers into clients? Oh, hey, Michelle. Thanks for joining in. So how do you turn readers into clients? When you create, it's all about building up your audience. Remember how I talked about this first 7 V's? Question, how would you find influencers and what tools would you vet to use them? Is this for Instagram or is this for LinkedIn per se? Because I don't think there's a tool for LinkedIn. But I know that for Instagram, they have a better API and algorithm. So Nathan, I have to say, is a marketer, and we have chats about these. So I'm just answering based on his marketing question. LinkedIn doesn't seem to have like a very friendly API, but I know that Instagram has a super friendly API and Twitter does as well. And I find that True Fans is a really good influencer tool that indexes and find in your relevant industry and in your own space as well. So you should check out True Fans because they really like analyzes the Instagram influencers platforms and allow you to find based on your industry. So the next question is, how do I turn readers into clients? Well, if you have a really strong audience, the first thing you need to treat is your LinkedIn profile. It should be really turned into a funnel. And the good thing about LinkedIn profile, and I'm just going to bring it up because I get a lot of traffic onto my link. Whenever I post, think of it this way. It's like a funnel. A funnel is like you're driving traffic and controlling traffic. Your LinkedIn post, oh, cool. I need to screenshot this. I keep forgetting that the cool thing about, I have to share my screen and share another screen. Oh, where is it? Share screen, Chrome tab. My LinkedIn profile. Okay. The cool thing about LinkedIn profile is that you get to see me live while I'm doing live stream. So that's one of the features that LinkedIn does at the moment. But what I realize is that when you go through, I got so excited about that. What I'm really trying to say is that when you create content, naturally people will like visit your LinkedIn profile to check who you are. And it's actually a funnel tool that you need to do. And you want them to be pushed into your featured section because these two things act like your big buttons. So I want people to join my challenge and I want people to read my post. And you have to let people know that your content is the first thing they go see. They go check out your profile, and that's where the conversion happens. So you can convert your readers into clients by making them book a time with you, make them opt into a lead magnet. Because at the end of the day, you want their email or phone number so you can like talk to them or reach out to them. Otherwise, I find that another thing that people tend to do is that in terms of inbound, you have to have a strong call to action where they know what your services are. So they tend to like come and reach out to you on your messages and say, String, I want you to help me with my branding. String, I want you to help me with my LinkedIn presence or my content. So you have to have a really clear value proposition where people know that they might not need you now, but they might need you later. So you have to like build up your brand in a way that your services doesn't change on a regular basis, that they know they could come back to you in 6 months' time or 12 months' time, which happens quite frequently with me. True fans, yes. Yeah. Well, LinkedIn has like I have to show this question again. So after, let's see, where's like, all right. I'm just going to show Nathan's question. So I'm going to answer Nathan's. Does LinkedIn have video watch retargeting now, String? I'm not used. I haven't played with LinkedIn ads for a while, but I know that LinkedIn ads has been, I think they have retargeting. Let me double check on this. But I do know that LinkedIn ads has boosting posts, which I don't think is really that useful. But I feel like if they do retargeting, I'll be using it more often as well. So let me get back to you on that because I have contacts within LinkedIn to ask directly, and they're more specifically around LinkedIn ads. So let me get back to you. Okay, I'm going back to my questions. The next question is, String, How do I create content consistently? And I have a slideshow for just for this because I really believe in this. Let's close that and bring in the next slideshow. Oh, so I have a template system and I use Notion, and I always go through these 3 steps with my clients and my members for the trusted voice. 1, you need to brainstorm 10 ideas. 2, especially if you just want to create 4 times a week. I should say 4 times a month, which is a weekly post. You need 10 ideas to brainstorm in your brainstorming section. 2, you pick 4 and then start creating 4. Then you schedule them. So imagine you just post every Tuesday. And that means you just need to think about 4 ideas to create 4 things. So I feel like people overthink things, but if you have a brainstorming column and all your expertise are in here, all you have to do is ask 3 good questions, which is what's relevant, what are the FAQs, what's the trends, and what's hot right now in your industry. And by asking these questions on a regular basis, what you essentially do is that you build up a way to brainstorm on a regular basis. And then, because you never run out of ideas if you just go on a coffee break, add 10 things into your brainstorming sections. And then so that decision analysis is removed because you go over there and pick 4 that you like. And the creating is probably what takes the longest. But once you build up a really good habit on this, you find that you'll build up your confidence, your communication becomes more clearer. 3, you build up your position as the trusted voice or the go-to authority in that space. So what's really important is that, and I learned this through Toastmasters, is that public speakers become better communicators by actively crafting their skill sets. And writing, creating content is just another way to communicate your value and your expertise as well. So, and the side benefit for me is because I've been creating content for the last 5 years, that one, it's just really to gain my confidence and find my voice. But over time, I just use my marketing skills to build up an audience and monetize as well. Okay, I'm going to show the chat. I'm still practicing live stream. It's Restream tool. So good point. Too much. What did Anthony says? Good point. Too much focus on inbound, not enough on outbound and outreach. Need a balance of both. Yes, because I do that. And polls, by the way, does that really well. Question: what are your thoughts on creators mode? Oh, that's a really good question. Let's. Okay. Writing is a great way to get your thoughts out of your head. For sure, I agree that with that happening. So what are your thoughts on creator mode? I love it, but I also see the disadvantages of it because everyone expects followers straight away. But creator mode is just a good way to manifest and put yourself in the mindset that, hey, I need to intentionally create content on a regular basis. Remember the 99.1% rule? You're probably, if you're starting from 0, you need to start building up regularly and then move your way into the 1%. So the creator mode, I have a feeling that it only caters for the 9% and the 1%. But if you're not, but the thing is, if you want direct conversations with your DMs, they have to go through 3 clicks to connect with you. But for me, I care about followers from day one. I never really cared about clients. I do, but I wanted more audience space. So creator mode makes sense for me. But truthfully, I had technically unofficial creator mode from the first year of my LinkedIn by switching my button from connect to follower. So so my approach is a lot more a creator mode from 4 years ago. So I have a follower first approach than a connect first approach. So the question you should really ask yourself is that, do I want more connections to turn into clients so you have direct conversations with them, or do I want to build up a audience space approach and build up a creator mode and have a channel approach to LinkedIn? So I think creator mode is LinkedIn's experiment in terms of helping creators create more content, because the more content they create, the more stickiness that LinkedIn has, and more people hang out on it. So they're really trying to cater to the first 10% of creators, because the 90% will come back and hang out on LinkedIn on a more regular basis. So I hope that makes more sense. What was the other one? Oh yeah. Moving on to the next questions. What are the key tactics to improve my LinkedIn profile? And I have to say, headlines is so good. So I analyzed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of profiles, and I noticed there are 6 types of personas. Job seekers is one of them. Business owners is another. Coaches and experts are another one. Creators and Anthony speakers are in that space. So and I find that when analyzing all this, and students is another one as well. So after analyzing 6 personas, I noticed that there are 3 key things in the formula that makes a good headline. You need to show your job title, because LinkedIn is a job title index. So if Google is an index of information, LinkedIn is a job title, is an index of 750 million users of job titles. I just should turn it off. And the second thing is, you should have your cred. What is your social proof or credit that you want to flex? So for me, I put in, if I had to repeat those 2 things, it's 4 times LinkedIn top voice, founder of the trusted voice. So as long as you have those, the job title and social proof, and sometimes if you're a business owner, I notice a lot of people put value proposition in as well. So, but as long as you have those 2 minimum things, job title and a social proof, or sometimes something to flex, that will help you leverage LinkedIn and help you stand out as well. Because when you comment, people will see that job title or that flex. When you create content, that's what they go see. It's who's this person that's creating? So you need to optimize for the first 32 characters. And I've written a whole blog on this. So you could go to the blog.the trusted voice, and you see the impactful headline, and where we break down the whole formula for you as well. Okay, moving on to the next question, which is the final one. But if you enjoyed this, follow me on to LinkedIn, YouTube, and I just want to appreciate all my community members who are participating as well, because I know that you're actively there. And just follow me, because I'm going to be creating content on a regular basis. I know what my path will be. And my mission and my path is to continually to help others become the trusted voice on LinkedIn and beyond. But I feel like the first step I know there's a lot of professionals out there, 750 million, and 90% of you are not creating content yet. But I want to help the 9% and even the 1%ers to leverage LinkedIn as a way for you to leverage your expertise and increase your visibility, because there's still a lot of organic growth. So the timing is now. Imagine if you start 3 years or next year, there's going to be more competitors and more attention that you have to compete for as well. So you should start now than later. It's just like when YouTube started. YouTubers who started earlier had a more advantage compared to the people who started later. And I know, because I've been trying to grow my YouTube for a while on and off, and it's a lot harder now. But I was able to grow my presence on LinkedIn by just being an early adopter and building up a channel here. So you start by building a presence on LinkedIn, especially if you're an expert. You will increase your visibility and your eyeballs, and it will turn into more followers, more likes, and more sales. So final question. Final question. String, how can I increase my visibility on LinkedIn? And so I have 2 things that's been happening right now. You either join the Trusted Voice membership, where we go open up for enrollment on the 1st of July, or you join the 7-day challenge. The 7-day challenge is a great way for you just to kickstart your brand journey and your visibility, because we have a lot of people. The last time we did it was in May, and a lot of people, about 250 people registered, and we had a whole bunch of the beehive effect, where a lot of people come in and really boosted each other's content and voice as well. So it's a great way because I know what's like when you're creating content and there's no one watching. And I know that when I just like dropped in like this live stream, there'll be very few people dropping in, but it's not about that. I know that people tend to replay and rewatch things as well. So what I recommend that you do is you check out and go to thetrustedvoice.co, join, and put yourself on the waiting list for either the 7-day challenge or the membership. And I look forward to helping you increase your visibility by either with coaching, content, and higher accountability as well, because we offer TTV creation system as a way to make sure that you grow with cadence. Because the key to building a brand is not doing it as a one-off, but it's an ongoing progress and refinement that you need to do on a regular basis, whether it be from creating content, doing the 7 Vs, reaffirming and reinforcing your value proposition and expertise as well. So if you have any other questions, I'm going to be doing more 7/7s. I think I need to organize it better because like I want more people to tune in, but sometimes I just like dropping in ad hoc and just sharing value like this as well. Michelle, are you signing up for the 7 days or the membership itself? Either way, I will connect with people as well. So I look forward to like more conversations, more tips, the next 7/7 as well. My name is String. I like fried chicken, and I happen to be really good in LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm really good at LinkedIn. Thanks for like watching and joy, and I'll see you again. Oh, cool, Michelle. I'll give you some. I would love your insights about pricing because I'm thinking of changing it. So I'll be asking you, and you just be candid because I'm always finding that sweet spot to do things. Okay, Rolf. I will see you in the 7 day then. All right, ciao, everyone. See you again. See you inside. Ciao. Bye.